Fuck you guys. Guess I'll make another one. But before we get into the video, we gotta talk about something. That being that I want to thank you guys for the support on the last video. I honestly didn't expect anyone to actually give a shit. So for this video, I'm gonna be responding to the community. Don't get used to these videos though, because I honestly do not like most people that play this game. And to be fair, most people that play this game do not fuck with me either. Now that we got that out of the way, let's actually get into the video. I am not reading all that. Homie, did you find the majority of the video's gameplay on your— what the fuck? Did you find the majority of your vocabulary in your dead grandfather's gravestone? How do you aim so good? Well, I can't legally prescribe you Adderall, but I can show you my settings, which leads us to the next question. What are my settings? Well, I would first recommend turning off aim assist, because it's dog shit. And always turn off aim acceleration, no matter what your preferences might be. Alright, I don't care if you're gay, I don't care if you're Asian, I don't care if you know, this doesn't make any sense, but generally always turn off aim acceleration, alright? Because here's the thing, the problem with aim acceleration, and perhaps also aim assist, is that it completely destroys your muscle memory. Because basically when we aim in games, our brain will create a bunch of paths and connections that help us memorize and thus respond to certain things that are going on in the game, alright? So for example, I see a guy on the left here, and my finger will automatically respond by moving a fixed amount to the left. This shit is called muscle memory, I think. Don't quote me on that. However, if you now turn on aim acceleration, your brain is never going to be able to properly memorize the distance your finger needs to travel, because it is constantly being overwritten by the way the screen reacts to the speed at which you're aiming. So all in all, my advice is to turn off all the bullshit and just start playing Claw. Don't know what Claw is? Look it up. Bro sounds like a fucking anime character. Kill yourself! The goat is back. No, I'm fucking not. The goat is Vadim. No, he's fucking not. I mean, I actually beat the guy a couple of years ago in a very one-sided 1v1 on his map. In his defense though, he claimed he was lagging. But honestly, unless he was paralyzed from the neck down while playing with his nose in some fucking Middle Eastern hideout with nothing but a Nokia flip phone, I'm still considering that a W. And I mean, normally I would never throw a friend under the bus like this, okay? But Happy Pro had it coming, and I'll tell you why. It all started a couple of years ago when there were some hacks going around in the community. You know, nothing new, just some hacks that gave the player a fuckload of coins and gems. So naturally, a lot of players started abusing this, myself and Happy Pro included. And looking back at it, we would have all been banned at some point regardless. You know, nobody really gets away with hacking. I remember thinking to myself, QuWack, you son of a bitch, you may be flying a bit too close to the sun for this one. And flying too close we did, because not even half a week passed and it was a complete and utter bloodbath. People started losing their accounts left and right. However, things didn't add up, because nobody quite understood how the devs found out about this exploit so quickly, and thus, there must have been an imposter among us. Kill me. And that is where Happy Pro himself enters the story. Because basically what happened is that Happy Pro snitched to the developers in exchange that only he got to keep his account while fucking everybody else over out of greed. So after this information came about, I 1v1'd the guy and fucked him just as hard in return. After which I also found out that the legitimate top player in Nuke was actually this guy called Ryder. Moral of the story is to never believe shit you see on social media, because they only show you what they want you to see. Myself included. How does bro have to drink gambling? What the fuck? What is this? I fucked my fingers by 3-cat spamming for so long. Can't even hold a pencil for 5 minutes without getting carpal tunnel. 3-cat spam is very free to play and still very much the meta. That's ironic coming from a PC player. Good gameplay, by the way. But do not talk about free to play if you're out here shitting on literal kids with a fucking multi-$1,000 gaming setup. I mean, good luck making cat spam viable by first unlocking the necklace of the Ice King, then getting good modules for all your 3 main categories, and then doing all that without spending a fucking fortune on gems. Also, I can confidently tell you, based on my entire 2 days of playtime, that the new meta is not cat spam, but instead that it's just grappling and spamming heavy mid-air. And I mean, I'm not saying that you can't use cat spam if you like doing it, but the results are just going to be outclassed by some fucking 10-year-old Pakistani kid throwing nukes around the map with whatever gun his mommy gave him for Christmas last month. I mean, for example, why switch from sniper to necklace to backup if simply switching from grappling to heavy not only gives you a higher likelihood to kill the enemy, but but it also makes it much harder for them to kill you. And I mean, I guess you could argue that the DPS of 3-cat spam makes it a great contender regardless, but if you simply switch from heavy to sniper and then back to grappling, it's still gonna do better in terms of DPS as well. That being said though, I don't think that it's very fun to play with or against. Like, getting killed by a heavy feels like fucking bullshit, and getting kills with a heavy just feels unrewarding and soulless. My solution for the developers would be to simply remove grappling weapons and keep the mechanic as like a gadget with a cooldown, similar to games like Overwatch or Doom Eternal, except the mechanic is actually balanced there. Are you responsible for the Cambodian genocide of the 1970s? No comment. You should play Polywar. Poly what? QuWack's back. I might actually start playing Pixel Gun 3D again. No! Esoteric fan detected. Opinion rejected. Speaking of esoteric though, the guy is on fucking steroids now apparently, which is dumb. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. Stay natural and train because it's fun, not to impress people on social media. And I mean, let's be real here, the future version of yourself will always regret taking gear, so be like me and stick to weed instead. Ducky is alive. Not for long. I wish old PG3D was back. Too bad it never will. I don't know if you remember, but they used to have these fucking these no-kill lobbies in like private matches, and I remember that I would just join these and just commit every war crime known to man until I'd eventually beaten that server within an inch of its life. And that is not even the fucked up part, right? Because keep this in mind, I wasn't even getting coins for this shit. I wasn't even getting a reward. There were no lotteries back then. I was just specifically joining these servers to fuck their day. And I love that shit. Can you gift me something? ID. I'm not gonna say the ID. Like, I'm sorry, kid, but this is not the Mr. Beast channel. You know, actually, fuck it. I'm in a good mood. I'm gonna gift you whatever the fuck this is. This kid only plays sniper forts. Is that a fucking challenge? Actually, I have just decided and I'm gonna be playing COD Mobile for the rest of the video. What is your main YouTube account? Honestly, I don't even know anymore, dude. For now, QuWack will be the main channel, I guess, but here's 2 other channels to which I've uploaded in the past few years. Scar being an older project and Scar Slayer being more recent. Both are currently inactive though, so I don't really recommend subscribing to either of them, but feel free to check them out if you want something to watch. Will you have an upload schedule? What the fuck is an upload schedule? I mean, realistically, the upload schedule is gonna be like X uploads per year, in which the X changes depending on how hard college decides to eat my ass the next couple of months. And I mean, on top of that, I also gotta work out every day and edit videos for clients to make an extra buck. So the amount of uploads you guys are gonna be seeing is pretty scarce to say the least. I'm still gonna try my best to continue to upload because I've actually got a bunch of videos planned, but take that as an empty promise for now because I don't actually know when I'll have the time and energy to make another video, because trust me, making these videos takes a lot out of me, which is why I can only do it so often before getting burned out and depressed. And I mean, speaking of depression, guys, we're just about at the end of today's video, so you guys are gonna have to wait another 300 years before the next QuWack upload. Oh no, what are we gonna do? I'm just fucking with you. I actually do have a bunch of videos planned because I want to contribute something to the community through the means of creating a couple of guides containing all the necessary information for you to become a better player. Point is, I want to help you guys out before I become irrelevant once again, so snipe that subscribe button and expect another video next week. Or month. Perhaps year. Take care. Huge thanks to Line17 for the artwork. If you want your art to be displayed at the end of the video, just tag me on Instagram at QuWack.pg and I'll be sure to add it to the next video.